Hey guys, it's SAKURA-ROSEGAMER here in the video, and today I'll be doing my last two informations video before I do my Bloody Roar video. So I'm not sure what to do with the Bloody Roar video because once I get done with the Their Life infamous information videos, I'm not sure if you guys want commentary or not, because for me, every time I do like commentary for like fighting games, I'm always so like quiet and like I have to like look at my controller because the PS2, I don't remember much playing that controller from playing that game, so I had to like look at the pamphlet and just like play. So most times I'm just like messing around or smashing my buttons, so I'm like really trying to focus. It's not like Tekken 7 or like any other fighting game that I'm like, oh, okay, I could probably talk and play at the same time because I know how to play. But for Bloody Roar, it's like this, it's really old, but I don't know how to play it since it's been like since I was like probably 14 the last time I played that game. So I want to know if you guys want a commentary or no commentary, because I don't mind if you guys like don't want commentary, because sometimes I don't like commentary with fighting games because sometimes I'm mostly only focused on like the fighting game, not really like the commentary. Unless it's like streaming, then yeah, you're probably gonna have to do commentary in the streams, but I don't have streaming equipment for that, so maybe, so if you're interested, I'll probably put that in the post and poll like in the channel so I will know. So let's get to it. And her name is Shizuku, if I remember. Shizuku, she is a fox goddess, and from the License Education, obviously. Birthplace Japan. Birthday May 18th. Oh, it's kind of not that far away. Nice. Age 19. Honestly, since she's like a fox, for some reason I thought she would be like Yae Miko's age or like something, considering like I thought she would be like Nutengu. She would be like very, very old. So I'm guessing, I don't know. What does fox ages work for Kitsune? She's not a Kitsune, she's a fox, so it's kind of probably different for her. Her eye color is red. Oh, this kind of red. I thought it was kind of pink. It's red. Oh, she is a Kitsune. She's only 19 though. How is she 19 and a Kitsune? Don't Kitsunes live like so long? I'm confused. Silverish purple. Silverish pale purple hues. Pale purple hues? What kind of color is that? I mean, I can kind of see it, but it's kind of like purple. It's like a light purple, but also at the top of her hair is kind of like dark, so I'm not sure. Hobbies: making lunch and fishing. Favorite foods: I don't know how to say that. It's a latte, and I don't know how to say that type of food. And her favorite color is lapis blue. She's a Taurus. Birthstone: emerald. And birthfruit: banana. That's so funny. A banana. I thought it would be an apple or something. Or a carrot. I don't know. And current occupation is self-proclaimed cosplayer. Honestly, you know, it was like a missed opportunity to like have like all her outfits. Wait, wouldn't that be too much to have all of her outfits that are like from the past like events to like come with her? Like have like you get her and then you get a whole bunch of outfits because she's a cosplayer. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Maybe it would, because considering she is a cosplayer, so but I'll be expecting to see her in more promotions since she's like a self-proclaimed cosplayer and stuff like that. Or maybe they'll push like something with her and the cosplay scene, maybe. I don't know. I want to be the fox spirit. You really are an odd Cupid boss. Biography: Shizuku is sought out as a sense of belonging, but was reluctant to do so due to her Kitsune background and the negative reputation. That is true. And may have been driven off by discovery at least once in the past, largely because she has often participated in the Japanese festival at the distance, and she also did at least one part-time job at a kitchen in the past, presumably while disguised as a human. It was from this job she learned how to make boxes of lunches. Aside from this, she volunteered to help out stray cats, At some point, she found out a purport of advertising Venus Island and its usage of cosplays during the festivals. Intrigued, since she allowed her excuses to blend in with her true form and potential some belonging, she intended to maintain her human form at least until the festival. However, after sensing the owner fell into the ocean, she presumptuously ended up reverting to her true Kitsune form while ended up to save him from drowning. She half-heartedly attempted to pass herself off as a fox cosplayer, but ultimately decided probably wasn't allowed to consider leaving. However, to her surprise, owner allowed her to stay at the island. She eventually already agreed to join the Venus Festival as a way to repay the owner, also to get another part-time job due to using her expenses to get to the island in the first place. Wait, so how much does it cost for you to go on this island? I know it's probably pretty expensive since it's Zach's island. I think. Wait. Does Zach own this island? I'm pretty sure he owns this island considering his other islands blew up and then he made another one. I wouldn't be surprised if this was Zach's island, but owners is the one. Characters, okay. So there's no information about her characters yet, but they don't have a relationship by Tengu. That's the one thing I wanted to see from her. So there's not that very much. Ooh, wait, that's actually a lot for her. So let's go through Misaki. Misaki is the first to meet Shizuku inside the boss room. As Shizuku arrived before with the intent of meeting the boss, she had already stepped out, though she was aware via the boss beforehand. She also noticed her fox ears and assumed that the boss had actually tasked her to do cosplaying to doing similar tasks to various girls in the past. With Shizuku playing along slightly, she apparently did a photo date with Misaki sometime later based on her reports during the boss and her welcoming party. Oh, that's cute. You told me first met Shizuku at a temporarily running cosplay cafe. Although she was aware that she was serving a cosplaying visitor, she did not realize Shizuku was a customer in question. She just hired set as a waitress and cook. With Shizuku largely going along due to having a part-time job in the past, however, she ended up collapsing in exhaustion after going through various orders. With Hitomi then realizing that Shizuku was a customer, she was to wait on and apologize, and Shizuku was not minding too much as she admitted herself she screwed up by not mentioning beforehand, and she complimented Hitomi on her cooking skills, and she admitted to herself making boxes of lunches, with agreeing to cook, and together in the future sometimes afterward. They also had to box lunches and made dates based on her reports to the owner during welcoming parties. Takizumi stumbled upon Shizuku while she was napping near the pool, believed her to be an actual Kitsune, even trying to tell Amy about this discovery as the latter believed until she saw Shizuku with her own eyes. She got nervous about to attempted to have Amy do so instead. Shizuku then woke up to them with Takashi got nervous and talking and attempted to have Amy do so instead. Shizuku then woke up and went to them. Then Tatsushi, being startled intently before arose by Shizuku's smile. These names. Oh, after introducing herself, she asked if the fox and tail ears and fox tails were part of the cosplay due to coming across a reel. After learning Shizuku watched an anime for a cosplay idea, she offered to watch anime with her, then help design cosplays as well. Although the manner which she asked to creep Shizuku out a bit, she ultimately agreed under a condition that Amy participate as well as when they later volunteered. Amy learned that Shizuku's existence via Takashi, although she denied Shizuku was actually a Kitsune without her knowledge of Kana, and only in Tengu as Tengu, being on the island until she saw for herself. Amy reluctant to speak on Takashi's behalf to Shizuku, mostly because of her poor social skills, and eventually Shizuku came up with greeted these two after Amy chastised Takashi for panicking and attempted to greet Shizuku alone to fumble it up. To Shizuku's amusement, after Shizuku introduced herself, she offered to give any assistance under the pretense of workmates. Amy then inquired to how Shizuku was able to operate with her ears and tails, speculating it was either done via voice recognition or brain interference technology. Although Shizuku didn't understand what she was talking about, after Shizuku got creeped out by Takeshi's offer to watch anime with her, Amy offered to come along with while slightly defending her decision to allow Shizuku to come up with more cosplay ideas. Wait, so she's not telling anyone that she's actually a Kitsune? That's actually kind of sad. I thought she would actually tell them instead of being like making them to guess. Koharu is made small talks as the latter bathing with Koharu after also apologizing after she absent-mindedly called Shizuku an animal. She also offered to provide clothing to Shizuku, and also she ended up letting it slip that there was going to be a welcoming party for her, which she had earlier promised to keep it a secret. With Shizuku assuring her that she pretended she didn't hear about it, comments made by Koharu and Shizuku during the time implied that Koharu has been aware Shizuku being a fox spirit, or at least Fairy believed Shizuku assisted being in the character while bathing. As Shizuku mentioned, she never got the chance to transform before bathing due to Koharu staring at her constantly. Oh, Momichi definitely knows. Momichi's definitely gonna know. She's probably keeping it a secret. She met Momichi while trying to get her clothes on for a welcoming party. She tried to pass herself off as a fox cosplayer after later noticed her ears, but Momichi saw right through her and decided to was actually a Kitsune due to her role as a shrine maiden on the island. Shizuku became scared and she learned Momichi's status as a Miko priestess trying to assure her that she's not an evil Kitsune, even though as far as engaged surrender a post and beg for Michi for a exterminator after Michi reassured her that she wouldn't even dream doing all of that. Shizuku then explained that she wanted to find a place living regards her as a rival on the island. She also apologized not just for her overall depiction to everyone, her faithful reactions to Momichi. Momichi then advised her that humans often have similar discussions regarding holding their true views just to get along, although she admitted that Shizuku's case of being a Kitsune may have been severe in her case. Also, she suggested to go for herself for the festival, though implied ultimately didn't go through due to the lingering insecurity. Oh, dang it. Kana met Shizuku at the Harvest Festival, which Shizuku helmed, officially being a fox cosplayer status, with Shizuku being a familiar with the Kana Oni status due to Kana being more experienced with her Venus, and she offered to show her around the festival. However, she nearly got off the wrong foot with Shizuku, made comments that hinted at her true species, and although Kana made clear that she's familiar with Kitsunes due to her millennium-long lifespan, left ambiguous whether she's actually aware of Shizuku's true nature as a Kitsune. Kasumi and Shizuku met each other at the Harvest Festival and went for a small talk regarding the moons and waves. Shizuku, after meeting Ayane, decided that their status as siblings due to the two carrying a similar aura, as implied that Kasumi was aware of Shizuku's true nature as Kitsune. She was willing to overlook due to wishing to look out for her. Oh, that's sweet of her. Ayane met Shizuku face-to-face during the Harvest Festival when trying to retrieve her and Kasumi, although she was aware that her arrival, and Shizuku also decided that Ayane's sibling relationship was due to giving us some auras. Yeah, same thing. Citing Kasumi wanting to keep things to herself, Ayane also privately admitted to Kasumi that she had also desired that Shizuku was actually a Kitsune and not a cosplayer, but decided to overlook it due to Shizuku not being contradict herself in her own ways. Sayori, at the point Sayori decided to spoil Shizuku though she discovered the latter abnormally of a high temperature, seeking to treat it due to believing it had a fever, implied that she was actually her normal temperature as a Kitsune. But Sayuri did not realize it due to believing Shizuku merely being a cosplayer instead of an actual Kitsune. Shizuku reluctantly obliged and went to the hospital, despite hating them the mostly because of her own reluctance to divulge in her own species to her. However, she eventually found herself at a flea to room after misinterpreting conversation that Sarah made to imply that she was going to give her a shot. It was actually considered a care of oral medication instead. Although not being and apologizing for being a bad fox, Sarah feeling guilty for scaring her, yet still being concerned about her fever, proceeds to leave pills to treat her fever at Shizuku's bed. Dang, she has all types of anxiety, doesn't she? Shizuku is encountered by Monica at the casino, accidentally shortly fleeing the hospital due to misunderstanding of the conversation from Sayuri. Learning Monica's day job as a casino dealer, Monica visits her to play some casino games with her. Shizuku was losing a few times, and then Monica suggested that wager of having the boss do whatever they want, and Shizuku then wanted to imply to be via use magic, and got extra attention from him. Although Shizuku's first on-screen interaction with Fiona occurred in a Fox gratitude dialogue from both girls, implied that they interacted off-screen from during the tea parties. At one point, Fiona expressed curiosity over Shizuku's fluffy outfit, and learning about Shizuku's personality design, it was impressed at her sewing skills, and she also indicated that Shizuku would be a great domestic wife someday, or at least the definition of domestic housewife Kahara gave her, and she proceeded to explain the basic steps on how to act like a domestic housewife, including warm welcome. She was embarrassed to act surprised, and she was familiar with the concept from anime, and she later offered to talk to her dad about marriage over the tea time, learning about marriage exists amongst foxes. Elisa, Shizuku interact with Lisa shortly during the meeting, with Fiona requested her aid in distracting the owner as she prepared warm welcomes as a surprise for him, and Lisa under the condition that Shizuku teaches her a thing or two about cooking, as Shizuku could not pay back for monetarily, and Elisa realized merely supplying dietary supplements to him wouldn't be satisfying for the boss. Shizuku did, however, grow concerned when Elisa replied that she also agreed in order to ensure owners completely various business tasks, signing that she's out to complete everything as fast before he got in trouble. Kokoro, alongside with Patty, encountered Shizuku at a fishing festival, later having a bad luck with catching fishes. Kokoro, when learning Shizuku's dilemma, and recalled Amy once led her to a good fishing place spot, when she had a similar problem in the past. After catching some fishes thanks to finding an ideal fish gathering spot, including particularly large, Shizuku expressed that to Kokoro, offered to repay in the future, though she admitted that if they swim next time, not to be in costume. Patty, so there's none for Patty, there's one for Owner, which is the last one. She met Owner after saving him into the ocean, and she nearly drowned, and because of her being a Kitsune form, resulted in a sense of falling in him, and only because beside Momichi, Kitsune, and Ayo need to know that she is actually Kitsune. And despite this, she nevertheless allowed her to stay on the island, as well as be a fake, being deceived by her human form, and both repave her by saving him, and mostly due to their ignorance about the legends of the fox spirits. Shizuku first appeared teased on October 25th, 2023, the same day as they announced about the live stream debut, and her voice actress Misaki, when unveiling the teaser, indicated that she was a silver hair and seems mysterious. The same teaser also hinted at her true nature, having her a bakuru, a phrase basically used when transforming into a non-human form. Shizuku is tied with Misaki, Kana, and Elisa, Tina, and Shandy, having the second most paid SSR and DMM in Japanese version, and having 3 only with Li Feng, and she is alongside with Nasagi, Kana, Shandy, and also the only one in the 3-star gacha suits, Elisa, Tina, Yuriko 3rd page suits for collaborations. Shizuku is the second character to have her voice actress listed during the live stream prior to formally debuting as Yuki. Shizuku is a silent character not to refer to the owner by Hyperonics and Japanese after Misaki, Nanami, Elisa, Tina, Amy, and Yuki. Shizuku is the third yokai character to appear in the Extreme Games after Kana, Uni, and Tenku. And she is also a yokai not to have a special day instead of having a standard birthday, and not only one to be an exact instead of 19. Like Tengu and Kana, she is technically lacks a nationality due to her being a yokai, though she is hail from Japan due to her being written in hiragana, as well as her recognizing Momichi and Miko's shrine and meeting her, and she's also familiar with Ninanam. I don't want to say that. Gives one some details about the festival, and owners selects her Hail Festival, some of her paid events, Fluffy Days, and her helming a no Japanese festival, no partly due to her cosplay fox status and alluding to her how foxes are considered a symbol of bountiful harvest in the harvest in Japan, though she implies she didn't necessarily mean Kitsune, but has same positive connotations. She occasionally ends with her sentence with kun, which is a Japanese onomatopoeia for fox bark. She implied that her occupation was listed by owner self-proclaimed cosplayer, as well as to cover up her Kitsune origins due to her accidentally unveiling her true nature while serving him. According to the Fatamutsu coverage of the 6th anniversary, Shizuku was designed to be a Kitsune, partly to avoid overshadowing a Yuki due to her latter character's popularity receptions, which originally planned to make her human. Character ran the risk of happening, starting Tengu and Kana presidents to her. He also gave options to her alternative being human and Kitsune form in case the audience gave negative receptions or her to the concept of furries. Also implied that she may into more factors in the future due to her self-proclaimed cosplayer status. And Shizuku is the 7th girl to have a different weight. The different release order between Japanese Steam and Singapore Steam after Fiona, Nasagi, as well as Nanami, Elisa, Kohara, and Tina, in case it was because of Ranka's global debut in both versions while Higino was paywall, according to the calculations of the base POW and the TC status. Shizuku is the physically strongest Venus, and according to her 3rd episode, the Fluffy Days arc, and Shizuku suffers from tribophobia, which has acted as a major factor of her fleeing from Sayuri. Makes sense. And that's it. I think that's all for Shizuku, but since there's nothing really known about her, since she's kind of scared about saying her true form as a Kitsune, so maybe there'll be more stories about her coming out of her shell and maybe telling everyone one day that she's a Kitsune. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, music these, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye, little roses.